Hi, this is Ask Beth. I'm going to talk to you about dog training. When you start, you need to buy a choke collar. This is a choke collar I'm talking about. And a 6-foot leather leash. And you can pick that up at Farm and Fleet. You may be asking why a leather leash, and that's because you can get a good grip on it and there's less chance of getting rope burn. When you put the choke collar on your dog over his head, you want it to have about 2 inches like this. And then, so that would be extra space that you'd have on your dog's leash. And it also needs to sit, the ring needs to sit, the lead needs to sit where the leash is, where the ring is, right here. And needs to be at the top of the ring. Come here, Kelly. Come here. That's a good girl. So just put that on her. And that's so that you can jerk and to correct the dog. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt the dog one bit. It just gets their attention. Just have fun and realize the dog may need time to understand the command words. If you had a bad day, it will rub off on the dog and neither of you will have any fun. So if you have a bad day, don't do any training on your dog. Keep your dog on the left side of your body as you walk. If he pulls ahead of you, jerk him to correct him, and then when he's walking beside you, the left leg stops walking, give the command to sit. Press down on his rump until he sits. Then reach down and say, good dog, good dog, good dog. That's a good dog, that's a good dog, good dog. And then, so you need to reinforce that using hot dog chunks because the dog is learning the words that you speak. Walk and sit over and over again with the dog. Make sure he gets that down, and then when you stop, he will sit automatically because he's going to expect that. And with the choke collar, he's going to know you're going to be training him. If you had a different collar on him, you won't have the control, and that's only for relaxation. But when you're training, put the choke collar on him. Go around corners and figure eights. If you can get 2 people to be the figure 8 poles that the dog hasn't sniffed yet, all the better. So if you can go to a park and ask a couple strangers to be the poles in your figure 8, and you keep having him sit when you stop, the dog will have his attention drawn to the 2 strangers and also have the attention drawn by the hot dog chunks, and he's going to be kind of trying to figure out who he's supposed to pay attention to. Well, by correcting him and telling him to pay attention to you, here, have a hot dog chunk, he's going to pay attention to you because he's training. And so that gives him a challenge when you got 2 strangers as poles in your figure 8. Okay, then when you do the down, make sure the dog goes down and don't be afraid to use the collar to pull him down. Once he's down, command him to stay, putting your flat palm in front of his face. Then stand in front of him and wait 3 minutes. If he gets up and the 3 minutes aren't up yet, push him down and use the command down and stay. Check your watch and give him another 3 minutes. And then when he accomplishes that, walk around his body on his left side, go around to his right side, stand on the right side of him, and then stoop and give him praise and say, good dog, good dog, good dog, good dog. Here, have another hot dog chunk. Okay, then you have stand, and you make your dog stand in a rectangular shape with all 4 feet making the shape. He's going to want to sit or lay down. So you got to constantly put him in a stand position and tell him to sit or stand and stay, and use your flat palm again. And you do that for 1 minute, and then you walk around him, and then you're standing on his right side. You give him praise and a hot dog chunk. And eventually, with the stand and with the down, you will step away from his body and walk to the end of the leash. And then you'll come back around and you'll stand on the right hand side of the dog, and then you'll stoop and give him praise. So it's harder when you're away from him. You can't. He thinks he is able to get away with stuff, but you're going to come up to him and correct him and fix any problems that you see. And eventually you'll be able to go to dog shows and do some obedience and get ribbons and trophies and everything like that, because you'll be able to go from there to advanced classes. Okay, so if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the place below, and I will get to them as soon as I can. Subscribe and share, and thanks for coming and listening to me again. Okay, thanks, bye. Hey kids, you like books? How about The Shade Riders and the Dreadful Ghosts, The Shade Riders and the Electric Werewolves, Entangled Adjustment? This is a prologue of the Shade Riders. Smash Up, it's another prologue of the Shade Riders. And Bogart Chaos, another prologue of the Shade Riders. All from Amazon or Smashwords.